Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rocio and this is Reese's Rizzos, and today's video is going to be a little different. This is going to be a skincare routine video because a lot of y'all have been asking what it is that I've been using lately, and you've been noticing a difference in my skin, which I feel very, very happy about, very confident in being here on camera without any makeup on at all. Before, I wouldn't feel comfortable being on camera without makeup on, and in some cases, I wouldn't feel comfortable even being on camera with makeup on because I had a lot of blemishes down here on my chin, a lot of hormonal acne. So I would have bumps protruding from my skin even with makeup on, and then just worse without any makeup because it would be bumps with red splotches all around my chin. Sometimes I would have scarring, and it wasn't comfortable for me. I didn't feel confident in myself. Now I feel a lot more confident going without makeup. So I wanted to do this video without any makeup on, at least my intro and my outro, and then I'll show y'all my skincare routine in a second. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all my skincare routine now and then save the explanation as far as like additional things that I've been doing to keep up with my skincare at the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. All you have to do is click on that big bright red subscribe button, and then after clicking on the subscribe button, click on the bell, because the bell is what's gonna turn on your notifications, and then that way you'll never miss another one of my videos. I normally talk about natural curly hair, but I've been wanting to share more about things that you seem to be interested in. So skincare, maybe a little more of lifestyle things here at home, but that will be in future videos. So just make sure that you're subscribed and that you hit the bell button so you never miss another video. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so let's go ahead and hop into my skincare routine. First, with nighttime.
Okay, to start things off, I'm using Neutrogena's Deep Clean Purifying Micellar Cleansing Towelettes. I'll leave a list down in the description box below to everything I'm using. This makes a huge difference when cleansing my face. I like a lot of Neutrogena's other makeup removers, but I found this to be the best for me. To remove eye makeup, I normally use Burt's Bees eye makeup remover pads, which is why I'm showing it on the screen, but I'm completely out and I haven't had any time to go buy a new one. So I just run some water over the towelette that I was already using, and I gently remove my mascara and eyeliner that way. Then I quickly splash my face with a little bit of water, and now I'm on to my cleanser. I'm using Andrell's Natural Skincare Intensely Indecisive Cleanser. I give it a good shake and take about a pump and a half and lather it into my hands, and then massage my face in circular motions. This is by far the best cleanser I have ever tried for my face. I kid you not. It's deep cleansing for combination skin. Y'all, I've turned down skincare brands when they want me to try their cleansers because I just can't let go of this one. I don't want to. If the lather starts to die down, I'll just add another splash of water and get that lather going again. So this cleanser is actually part of a 3-step system, but at night I only use this first step. Before I got into using Epiduo or Zitstica, which I'll mention in a bit, if I had a pesky pimple sneak up on me, I would take a dot of the cleanser and just put it right on the pimple and let it sit overnight, and by the next morning that pimple would either be gone or shrink in size. So you could definitely use it for spot treating too. Okay, so then I rinse with warm water and pat dry with a clean towel. I'm a little psycho when it comes to my face towels. Every time I wash my face, I have to use a new towel. I just don't get why you'd wash your face and pat it with a dirty towel. I don't know. Are you like this too? Let me know in a comment below. Next up is Epiduo Forte. This is a medicated treatment for my acne prescribed by my dermatologist. I take a pump and apply it all over my face. I'll explain more about this treatment in a second, but I really feel that Andrell's natural skincare products and Epiduo Forte have been saving my face. FYI, when I started using this product, I used much less and applied it mainly as spot treating, but now that my skin has gotten used to it, I have applied it to my whole face, and it really helps to tighten it and keep it blemish free. And yeah, that's it. That's my nighttime routine. I mean, I also use a neck cream and eye cream, but that has nothing to do with my acne. I'll still leave the info to those products down in the description box below in case you're interested in what those are too. Also, if I do feel a pimple forming, or if, like I said, I had one sneak up on me that day, I will use Zitstica. I came across these in a Facebook ad several months ago, and after trying it for the first time, I've been hooked. It's perfect for getting rid of pimples fast. I'll have more info about this on my blog, but what I do is basically clean the area of the pimple with a pre-soaked cleaning swab and then place the Zitstica right on the pimple and let it do its thing overnight. I've been talking about it a lot on my Instagram stories, but I finally have a discount code for Zitsticas. If y'all are interested in trying it out, just use the code Reese's Rizzos for 20% off. All right, so I'll see y'all in the morning. About 6 to 8 hours later, I'm ready for my morning routine. So first thing I do is I remove my Zitstica patch. 9 out of 10 times, the pimple is completely flat. Other times, it's gotten a lot smaller. Today, my pimple is gone, thank God. All right, I probably should have done something to make my hair more presentable, but this is real life, y'all. I'm sorry. So I splash my face with water and then go with another pump and a half of Andrell's Natural Skincare Intensely Indecisive Cleanser. Again, lather, massage, all that good stuff. If I start to lose lather, I'll just add some more water and I get the lather going again. Pretty easy, right? And after cleansing, I rinse my face with warm water, and to dry, you guessed it, I use a new face towel. We go through towels like crazy here. Now I go with the second step in the 3-step system, the Andrell's Natural Skincare Peppermint and Rosemary Perfecting Toner. I give it a shake and then take a cotton pad and spray the toner about 4 to 5 times and smooth that all over my face. I love the cooling and tingling sensation that it gives my face. Also, I have found it most effective when I use it with a cotton pad, not a cotton ball. I just feel like it covers more area that way. This is another product I do not see myself replacing. If I ever get tiny whiteheads, I just rub the toner over it a few times and I swear to you, it's gone. It's gone! This toner is freaking amazing. Also, this video is in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Andrell's or anyone that I mentioned in this video. I just swear by them. All right, so I let that dry for a few seconds and then move on to step 3, the Andrell's Natural Skincare Camellia and Carrot Seed Renewal Facial Oil. Again, I give it a good shake and I take 1 pump and a half and that's all I need. That's it. I massage it a bit into my palms and then press it onto my skin. I feel like this oil helps to control the oils on my face, if that makes any sense at all. Like, my face doesn't get extra oily because of this. It gives my skin a healthy glow from within. It's perfect. Now, if I'm going to be indoors all day, I honestly stop here. But if I'm going to be out in the sun, I absolutely need to use SPF, mainly because of the Epiduo that I use. It makes my skin sensitive to the sun. So since the Renewal Facial Oil doesn't have SPF, I go with a moisturizer that's still been working for me. It's the Perricone MD High Potency Classics Face Finishing and Firming Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 30. This moisturizer, I'd probably say I'm flexible with swapping out. It's really great, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's probably one of the more expensive moisturizers that I own, and I'm on the hunt for a moisturizer with SPF that's going to help keep my skin matte. So if you have any suggestions of one that's affordable, let me know in a comment below and I'll see about trying them out.
All right, so that was my skincare routine topically, but there's still so much more that I do to maintain the clear skin that I have now. So one being, I put my hair up as much as I possibly can to get my hair out of my face, because my hair has a lot of products, and the closer it is to my face, the more likely that those products are going to be in my face too. Why didn't I start the video like this? Because I felt like if I would have started the video with my hair up, with no makeup on, y'all would have been like, who is this girl? And you would have clicked out of the video. So here we are now. 99.9% of the time, this is what I look like at home. About 80% of the time, this is what I look like on Instagram stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should probably do that too if you want to see this hotness, okay? The next thing that I do is I drink a lot of water, okay? A lot of freaking water. I know that for me, if I'm not drinking enough water, I'm going to get a blemish some kind of way. I try to carry a bottle with me at all times. And by a bottle, I mean, I either have this one, I got this one on Amazon, or I even have my Yeti that my brother got for me for my birthday. That's a little on the heavier side, and I like to keep my water bottle in my purse. This is plastic. Some people prefer not to drink out of plastic. I don't freaking care. Water is water. I also like drinking Smart Water. I've started drinking the Smart Water antioxidant water. Do I know if it's gonna do anything different for my skin? Probably not. I don't know, but it has antioxidants in it, supposedly. So I felt like maybe this is gonna be better for my skin. This is probably one of the smoothest tasting waters I've ever tasted. So I really like this one, but other than that, from the fridge is fine too. Also, side note, I really like to drink water out of a straw because I feel like it's the fastest way that I can drink water. Like, I can chug water so much faster out of a straw. So I go through maybe about 5 or 6 of these a day. Water is so important. Also, I've tried to drink less alcohol. I've also noticed that alcohol sort of dehydrates me and dehydrates my skin. My skin looks a lot drier, and I also noticed that after a couple of days of drinking, I do notice that I'll get more blemishes. Sometimes I'll get tiny like heat bumps on my forehead, along my chin, but most importantly, that hormonal acne on my chin comes back like nobody's business. Speaking of hormones, I am also on birth control. The brand that I'm on is Sprintec. Both my gynecologist and my dermatologist had recommended Sprintec for hormonal acne. Obviously, birth control is for other reasons, but it can also control your hormones and any hormonal acne that you might be dealing with. So if you haven't talked to your doctor about it, maybe consider talking to your doctor about it. Also, speaking of doctors, If you are having issues with acne and you have tried everything under the sun, I would recommend going to see a dermatologist. When I tell you I tried everything that everyone has recommended, and you only grow in frustration when you've tried everything and people are like, you know, I have something that can help you with that, or I have, you know what, you should try this, it's worked for me. Like, not everything is gonna work for everyone. And I'm full disclaimer, y'all, if you're watching this video, yes, this has all worked for me and my skin. Yes, you can try it, but don't get mad if you've tried everything and it's still not working for you and you haven't seen a dermatologist, because sometimes the issue is so much greater than what we can see and what we can tackle on the surface of our skin. Sometimes we have to think about what's going on internally. So I have been going to a dermatologist. This is actually somebody that was recommended by another friend of mine who was like, look, I was having issues with my own skin and I was like crying to my doctor, and he helped me out in so many ways. And I wound up doing the exact same thing. My doctor is Dr. Koppel here in New Orleans. He has a location in Metairie and also on the West Bank. When I tell you the first time I saw him, I had acne. Not only did I have severe hormonal acne here on my chin, but I also had acne that was growing like up my nose. It was like this, right? I have photos of me with bad acne, but I always had makeup on, but you could still see the acne through the makeup. First day at his office, I was bawling, crying. I was like, I don't know what to do. I need you to help me, please save my skin. So he actually put me on Epiduo, and then we bumped up to Epiduo Forte. So this is actually what I'm using. I use it more often than not nightly. There are some days where I'm not using Epiduo, but I'm still consistent with Andrels and I still get really clear skin. But for me, it's always around that time of the month where I have to be very strategic about what it is that I'm doing to maintain the clarity in my skin. So Epiduo has definitely worked for me. Again, everyone's situation is going to be different, but if you haven't tried it yet and you haven't seen a dermatologist yet, I would consider going to see a dermatologist and bring up Epiduo or Epiduo Forte, which is what it is that I'm using, and see maybe if it's gonna work for you. My experience with Epiduo Forte, the first 3 months were miserable. I am not going to lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The first 3 months were painful. My skin was purging as it was supposed to. It was in the dead of winter, so my skin was extra dry. It hurt a lot. It hurt to touch, but it also hurt to look at myself because my skin just got worse. But I promise y'all, after that 3rd month, my skin it's like the next day, it was like reduced. The acne was reduced by halfway. After a couple days later, I had no blemishes on my skin. It was like, really? That's another thing. Now, I try not to touch my face a lot. It happens. But if you can, avoid touching your face. If you possibly can, just avoid it. So again, Epiduo Forte, I take it every night if I can. Now, being on Epiduo, I can't get my brow waxed. I have to get my eyebrows threaded. Also, being on Epiduo, I can't do any serious chemical treatments on my face. So I do stop taking Epiduo 4 days before seeing my esthetician and 4 days after. So another thing that I've been doing to improve and maintain the clarity in my skin is visiting an esthetician. I live in Baton Rouge, and I still to this day will travel an hour and a half to go see my esthetician in New Orleans. So I see Leslie, who is an esthetician at Esthétique, which is a facial spa out in New Orleans. And when I'm talking about getting a facial, I'm not talking about a foo-foo facial where they just put some creams and they give you a massage and they massage your arms and stuff like, no. She gets down to the nitty-gritty and takes care of the root of the problem. If you are having issues with acne and people recommend going to get a facial, don't go to any old place and just assume that you're gonna get what you need. What you need to do is you need to go to somebody who is familiar with taking care of acne to like really you know what, if you ever decide to go visit a spa to get a facial, ask for references. And if your friends have been dealing with acne and they get facials and all of a sudden you see like an improvement in their skin, ask where they go. So if you live in New Orleans and you're looking to go to Esthétique, whether it's to visit Leslie or Elise or anybody else, let them know that I sent you, okay? And that way you can get a discount. I mean, of course I'll get a discount too, but you're gonna get a discount. Seriously, they'll really take care of you and your skin there, without a doubt. I highly recommend Esthétique. I'll leave all the information to everything that I'm talking about in this video, including where you can find Esthétique down in the description box below. I also love the fact that the people that work at Esthétique are also familiar with Andrel's. The fact that they rave about Andrel's as much as I rave about it just makes me feel that much more comfortable going there, because they already know and they're familiar with what it is that I'm already using on my skin. Speaking of Andrel's, the last thing that I want to mention as far as what I'm doing to maintain the clarity of my skin is I love this freaking tea. I wasn't too fond of the taste of it in the beginning, but it's grown on me, okay? This is Andrel's Natural Skincare Hormonal Acne Hormone Detox Beauty Tea. This is something that was actually recommended to me before the rest of the line. A friend of mine was like, if you think it's a hormonal issue, you need to try this tea. And I really feel like whenever it comes to that time of the month and I've already been drinking this tea, I feel like it sort of calms it down. Now, this was also taken before I even started taking birth control, and I feel like it was starting to kind of calm down the inflation that I was, the inflammation that I was, I'm too excited about this video. The inflammation that I was getting on my chin, I felt like this was sort of calming it down. This tea I know is sold out often on Andrel's website because it's that freaking amazing. So if I ever see that they're restocking on their hormonal acne detox tea, then I'm gonna let y'all know about it. It looks like this. And it's loose tea. So I basically put between a teaspoon and a tablespoon amount of this into my hot water. I let that sort of sit and marinate in the water a little bit. And then I will put a full scoop of the collagen peptides. And by scoop, I mean like a scoop, like this, like a full scoop of this in my tea. This has been my favorite so far. I have 2 other bins in there from other brands, but this has been my favorite so far because there's no flavor. Did I just stutter? There's no flavor at all in this one. I can really tell a difference in the tightness of my skin whenever I'm taking this. Supposedly it also helps with things like your hair, your joints and things like that, but I notice a difference mainly in my skin. I've gotten a little lazy now, so I only drink it, I guess, mainly when I remember, which I guess now I should be remembering more often, but I do see a difference in my skin, mainly my skin, because like I said, collagen peptide powder is supposedly supposed to help with joints and hair and all that stuff too, but I notice a difference mainly in my skin. My skin is a lot tighter, a lot firmer, and I notice that I have less acne whenever I do drink it with the hormonal detox tea. I hope that I'm making sense. This is a lot, I feel like, that I do. It doesn't feel like a lot because it's just been incorporated in my day-to-day routine that I just do it. If y'all have any questions at all about anything that I take or that I do or that I'm applying, then please let me know down in a comment below. Also, let me know in a comment below if you have clear skin, or if you had acne and you no longer have acne, what are you doing? What are you trying? What have you been applying or taking that has worked for you? I feel like everyone's routine is going to be different because everyone's routine needs to apply to your own personal experiences, your lifestyle. Just let me know all that down in a comment below. Like this video if you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Also, you can follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at Risa's Rizzos. And I think that is basically everything. So I guess I'll see you in the next video. Love y'all. Besito. Bye. I think Leslie and Esthétique a whole lot for improving the health. Seriously, when your esthetician says, they go wearing makeup, and you're like, no, actually, I'm not. That's how you know you're doing a good job.